Hello and welcome to Film Companion South. My name is Rajesh Rajamani. The end of last year saw the unfortunate death of actor and politician Vijayakanth, who was lovingly called the Purachi Kalaignar or Captain by his fans and followers. In this video, we pay homage to the revolutionary artist. In the last decade or so, Vijayakanth has essentially become a meme material. He is either known for his bombastic dialogues that turned out to be comical, like in the case of Narasimha, or the supposedly patriotic scenes that have now become funny viral videos, or his dance moves which continue to be extremely caricatured by mimicry artists. In the political space too, he became known for his angry outbursts. And to make things worse, his declining health condition seems to have slurred and slowed down his speech. All this led to several memes and troll videos on the internet, and they collectively have become the public memory of the actor. Anyone born after the 2000s would have grown up witnessing these things on the internet and may not have taken Vijayakanth seriously. This, unfortunately, is a shortcoming of the internet meme culture. Because if you look at Vijayakanth's career through the 80s and 90s, it was completely in contrast to what is presented to us through these memes. In fact, he was the OG Tamil style icon. Vijayakanth was a very handsome, charming, woke and stylish working class hero. In fact, before I argue anything else, I want you to know that he was a very good dancer. In the song Punnagil Minsaaram from Bharathan, he and Bhanupriya dance with absolute grace and style. The song has an innovative empty set, matching costumes and kick-ass choreography. And if you notice, Vijayakanth pulls off all these glaring costumes with ease. He can be seen wearing transparent coats, red shirts and even red pants. And with every costume change, his hairstyle or color changes too. And it all looks so cool on him. In the same film, you should also watch him dancing for the song It is a fun song where he dances alternatively with Prabhudeva and still makes it all look easy. Or check out him dancing for Adigana Karunguyile from Poondotta Kavalkaran. Vijayakanth was still in his 30s but plays a much older role in the film. His dance moves might not be out of the world, but they are full of grace and beauty. In the song Nama Kadaveedi from Amman Kovil Kilakale, his dancing is full of mischief and playfulness. Nama Kadaveedi Kalakalako, ya Kamagal. Even when he shared space with trained dancers like Shobana in the song Alagiya Nadiyana from Pattukkoru Thalaivan, he matched up with his graceful moves. When he got older and had put on some weight, his dancing still remained very agile and sophisticated. As you can see, I could continue giving you infinite examples to prove what a beautiful dancer he was. But let me stop with this last one from Sendura Bandi, where his dancing has a certain floating quality about it. He dances as if he is resistant to gravitational pull of the earth, and it is a pleasure to watch. Apart from his dancing, I would like to bring your notice to what a good-looking man he was. Dark-skinned, with luscious hair and a thick moustache, he was delicious to look at. While his look slightly changed with age, he looked like an absolute snack in films like Auto Raja or Amman Kovil Kilakale. Vijayakanth was able to pull off all kinds of costumes with ease. Whether it was the dhoti and shirt-clad character in films like Chinna Kaunda or the very stylish urban character in Pulan Visaranai, he was able to belong to each one of them. In fact, I think he must be the only Tamil hero who can wear a hat stylishly or not look like it was borrowed from someone. Vijayakanth was also known for building the action genre through the 80s and 90s. His films had sophisticated action sequences that brought a certain raw quality to them. Unlike the memes that we've seen, his action films were hardly over the top. Instead, they focused on physical force and had a depth to how they were choreographed. You could really feel the intensity of a punch or a fall in his action sequences. Vijayakanth was known for doing his own action sequences, and this brought a live energy to his films. The climax fight in Pulan Visaranai was very uniquely choreographed in an empty room. This was unlike the action sequences in those times when fights always involved a lot of props flying in the air, then falling down or breaking. Here, the fight was very physical between Vijayakanth and Sarath Kumar. The choreography along with the lighting and sound design brings you the intensity of the action block. Vijayakanth played the cop in more than 24 films. His macho persona worked really very well in them. In Sethupathi IPS, he performed very risky scenes, fighting on top of multiple cars to bring the scene's momentum to the audience. It was his extreme devotion to the form that made his action films very unique and unmatchable. And of course, Vijayakanth was the iconic working class hero of his times. To put it in today's words, he was completely woke. His films often voiced against social power structures and stood for the right of the underprivileged in the society. There was an inherent understanding of class and caste in his films. His songs like Poradida from Alayosi became an anti-caste anthem in the southern districts of Tamil Nadu. And in other films like Elai Jadi, he vociferously spoke against how some leaders use caste merely to consolidate their oaths, but never work for the rights or welfare of their own people.
ஓட்டு வாங்குறதுக்காக ஜாதி வரியை தூண்டி விடுவீங்க, அடுத்தவங்க உயிரை வாங்குறதுக்காக ஜாதி வரியை தூண்டி விடுவீங்க, ஆனா இவங்களை வசதி விடுறதுக்கு ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண மாட்டீங்க.
His films with S.A. Chandrasekhar played an important role in consolidating the initial part of his career. And in almost all these films, he played the angry working class hero who rebelled against the system. When the Sri Lankan Civil War was at its peak, Vijayakanth chose to name his 100th film as Captain Prabhakaran, extending his solidarity to the Tamil Eelam people. Vijayakanth was also very open to experimental films. So it wasn't a surprise that he often worked with first-time filmmakers, and those who graduated from the film school regularly went to Vijayakanth to pitch their initial films. His collaboration with Abha Vanan in films like Umai Viligal, Ulavan Magan and Senthura Poove saw different facets of Vijayakanth's performances. Abha Vanan's films eventually became famous for their well-choreographed action set pieces, and you can witness that in the climax Rekla race in Ulavan Magan. Another interesting thing about Vijayakanth was that he never shied away from playing the sensual man on screen. In raunchy songs with female actors, Vijayakanth gave them a run for their money with dancing more sexily. This, when most of the male actors come across as either rigid or almost asexual in such songs. In the song, you'll see that Vijayakanth's dancing could make you blush more than the female actor Kanagas. And in the song, Ilithupothi from Honest Raj is quite an item himself. There are several such raunchy songs, and Vijayakanth was absolutely very fun in them. If anything, these songs reflected how he was very confident and comfortable with his on-screen persona, and he didn't want to play it safe. When we look back at his long career, it's quite apparent that Vijayakanth has represented several interesting personas: the angry working class hero, the upright police officer, the mischievous young man, or even the sensual dancer. Whatever it is that we might prefer in these roles, it's about time we put to rest these caricatured memes of Vijayakanth, because as he said, he was the OG Tamil style icon.